Hi there, it's Kathleen here again, and today I have another process video for one of my layouts. And the prompt for today was to use a cut file. So I have this snowflake cut file here that you can find in the download section on the HipKit Club website. And I am still working with the December kits, or actually I made this layout quite a while ago, and I used the December main kit and the embellishment kit for it. And I cut out the snowflake cut file from some regular white cardstock, and because it tore a little bit when I got it off of my cutting mat, I thought, instead of cutting it again, I would just use it like this and have it run off the page so I could hide the fact that it was torn. So I played around, couldn't decide at first which paper to use as my background, because I really liked the contrast of the white cut file against this dark blue pattern paper, but I already used this one for another layout for which I shared a process video, so I wanted to do something different. And I also liked the fact that this more subtle and neutral pattern paper had some snowflakes on the background, so it matched really well, and it was very soft and subtle so that the other elements could stand out. And what I'm doing is, I just thought I would layer die cuts and chipboard stickers and other stickers on top of my cut file, mostly snowflakes. So there's one pack full of snowflakes and ornaments, die cuts in the embellishment pack, but also I'm also mixing in these poinsettias because I really like this pop of red and green. It matched the photo very well, I think, and because I didn't have any green in the snowflakes, this was a great way to incorporate the green on my layout. And for the title I'm using this "'Tis the Season" phrase from the exclusive puffy stickers. I'm not sure if they are in the main or embellishment kit, but I already cut it out before I started working on this layout, because I knew I wanted to use this title. And I don't know about you, but I sometimes have a certain idea or a plan to use a certain element and then completely forget about it while I'm working on my layout. So this is why I just cut out this title and put it right next to all of the die cuts so that I wouldn't forget. So here's me rethinking my decision of using the neutral paper as my background and maybe actually use the dark blue one. And I actually do this, I don't know, about 3 or 4 times I think, but I cut that out of the video because it was, I didn't want you to watch me just shuffle all the things back and forth. But then I had the problem, or ran into the problem, that I couldn't use this title because it's almost the same color of blue that the background is, and I didn't want to use another title. I didn't want to do any mixed media on the background so that the title would stand out more. So in the end I stuck with the neutral kind of grey snowflake background, and I'm glad I did that because I think it looks good with the soft colors of the snowflakes, and it also makes the red and green really pop, I think. So I have most of the elements on this layout are on the left side, so it's very heavy, you could say, on this side. So this is why I decided to create another little cluster on the right side of this layout, because that way I could balance it out a little bit and fill the white space on this page. And I really like white space. I like to have things a little bit open and empty, but I think it needs a certain balance. So I used one of the chipboard wreath stickers, and I will cut off that part with the bird because it just didn't match for what I was doing on this layout. And I layered some snowflakes beneath it and another poinsettia, I think it's also a chipboard sticker, on top of it. Or it could be a die cut, I'm not sure, because there are similar die cuts and chipboard stickers of the poinsettias. And this join piece chipboard circle as well. And now I finally committed to actually gluing down most of the pieces, because as I said, I changed things up quite a few times, and because I really wasn't in the mood of putting foam behind all of these intricate snowflakes, I just glued the cut file directly to my layout and then, or to the background paper, and then use foam tape behind some of the die-cut snowflakes so that they would kind of stand out and pop off a little bit more. And the photo I'm documenting is actually one of, I think it was taken 2 years ago. You can see what it is. I think probably most of you know what it is. It's the Christmas cups from Starbucks. And I use this page to document that each Christmas season I need to get a photo of that, even though we are not the biggest Starbucks fans. It's kind of a holiday tradition, I would say. So I like to get my Christmas cup photo, and I also like to incorporate at least one of the cups in my December daily, for example. And here's a tip for how you can apply or adhere these really small puffy stickers to your page. Just use tweezers. I haven't had tweezers for I think the first 3 or 4 years of scrapbooking, and honestly I don't know what took me so long, because it's one of the best things to have, I think, one of the best tools, and especially these ones. I think they are from EK Success, and I like that they are closed when you don't pinch them. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. So they are usually closed, so you can hold things and then put them down. So yeah, now I'm actually just sticking everything down, adhering everything, and to make my photo stand out a little bit more, because I felt that it was kind of getting lost on this page, I used part of the packaging from one of the, I think, die cuts or something, which is this really light blue with some white polka dots or like snowflakes. And the packaging in all of the embellishments is really cute this month, because there's this light blue with the white polka dots, there's white with blue polka dots, and a few others, I think. So I always have a look at the packaging, also with other companies, for example, because sometimes it's really cute and you can actually use it for layers, for backing, and incorporate this into your layouts. And I like when I'm able to use packaging, because it feels like, or it makes me feel like I'm not throwing that much away, I'm actually, you know, putting it to good use. So here I thought I would incorporate some of the sequins that came in, I think, the main kit, but I think I only adhered 2 or 3 of the light pink ones, and that's it, because I felt like things would get too busy. Because I already have the snowflakes, I have stars, I have the poinsettias, so yeah, I didn't want to add too much more. And here I was trying to find another way of making the photo stand out a little bit more. And I'm also trying to find a way to cover up the upper right corner of my photo, because for some reason there's some glue on it and it just doesn't look that good, so I was trying to cover that up. And yeah, because I also wasn't ready or didn't want to print the photo again, because I don't like wasting things, especially photo paper and printer ink. So that's why I think sometimes these things just prompt you to think outside the box a little bit, and usually there's a way around it. So here I was thinking of adding this, I think it says Happy Holidays puffy sticker, and maybe one of the snowflake die cuts, for example, and then, you know, the snowflake covers it up, or covers up the glue perfectly, and the Happy Holidays matches the green in the photo. It doesn't cover up anything in the photo, so it was perfect. So yeah, I would say, you know, if something didn't go as planned, for example with me with the Cutfile, it was ripped off a little bit, or it tore a little bit, and then again the glue on my photo, but I still found a way to work around it. And I think that's what scrapbooking is about sometimes, you know, just there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents, as the wise Bob Ross would say. So that's definitely one of my scrapbooking mottos. So now I decide I need something else to make my photo stand out a little bit more, and I tried a few different papers, and I decided on this red gingham paper. And then I thought I need a little bit more of that navy blue, because I have some in the title and one of the puffy stickers with the snowflake and one of the stars, but that's it. So I cut out one of the labels of the Pinkfresh Studio paper, and because I was mainly looking for the pop of color, not exactly for the phrase that was on it, I just tore a little bit off this label. But what I was just talking about, happy little accidents, so I then realized that the other part of that label, which I had torn off, was actually still intact, so the phrase that was on it was still readable, and it says it's the most magical time of the year. And I thought this was just too perfect not to use it, so I'm adhering this above my photo, and then I will come in with some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine and add some splatters, and then off camera I will add my journaling with a gold pen, because there's no black on this layout, so I wanted to keep it that way. And yeah, here is a look at the final layout, and there will be some detailed photos in a second. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm very happy that I was able to use another paper or patterned paper background again. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.